Hi, I'm Alex Giebler, and this is going to be a psychological analysis of Dory from Finding Nemo with bits from the sequel Finding Dory. First, what's this movie all about? In the beginning of the movie, there's a clownfish named Marlin who loves his son Nemo so much that he restricts him from having fun. So, in an act of rebellion, Nemo disobeys Marlin and ends up getting captured by some divers in the area. Marlin gets extremely upset and begins to frantically follow the boat that took his son. He eventually bumps into another fish named Dory, who says she knows where the boat went, but soon forgets what's going on. Marlin realizes that there's something odd about Dory, and she soon explains why. She claims she suffers from short-term memory loss, much to Marlin's dismay.
I'm so sorry. See, I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory loss. I don't believe this.
No, it's true. I forget things almost instantly. It runs in my...
Now onto Dory's history. Dory grew up in the Monterey Bay Aquarium in Monterey, California. Her parents, Jenny and Charlie, were extremely kind and supportive of Dory's memory problem. Dory's parents were very understanding of her issues, so they knew they had to constantly warn her about the undertow, a water pump in the tank that could whisk her out to sea.
What about that rhyme we learned? We see the undertow and we say,
let's go.
No.
Eventually, however, Dory disobeys her parents and manages to get caught by the undertow and thrown out to sea. Dory becomes frightened and immediately begins to look everywhere for her parents. While she searches, she grows into an adult fish. Because so much time passes, Dory begins to completely lose sight of who she's looking for, thanks to her memory loss. Then, she meets Marlin. Moving on to symptoms of illness. Dory first shows signs of memory loss after telling Marlin to follow her to find the boat, but then turning around and thinking he's a complete stranger.
Huh? Do you? Want a piece of me? Yeah. Ooh, I'm scared now. What?
Wait a minute.
Stop following me, okay?
What are you talking about? You're showing me which way the boat went.
A boat? Hey, I've seen a boat. It passed.
Another symptom is that Dory tends to act like she knows things that she really doesn't, because she forgot.
Wait a minute! What is going on? You already told me which way the boat was going.
I did? Oh, no.
Like this is some kind of prank.
Also, besides constantly forgetting Nemo's name, Dory would forget that she was in a situation of danger, or not realize that the danger was present in the first place.
Then how'd you morsels like to come to a little get-together I'm having?
You mean like a party?
Yeah, right. A party. What do you say?
Oh, I love parties. That sounds like fun.
You know, parties are fun, and it's tempting.
Dory's full list of symptoms are that she's forgetful, easily excited, impulsive, absent-minded, frequently confused, she can't recognize familiar places or faces, and she can't form new memories, and finally, she's clumsy. My initial diagnosis is that because Dory tends to remember extremely important information, like self-identity, but not small new memories, and also forgets new concepts, like that sharks are dangerous.
Here's Brucey!
I would diagnose her with anterograde amnesia. Alongside her memory issues, Dory frequently loses focus on her goals, and physically loses important items as well.
Hey, what you doing?
It's gone. I've lost the mask.
Where'd you drop it?
You dropped it! That was my only chance of finding my son. Now it's gone!
Therefore, I would also diagnose her with attention deficit hyperactive disorder. According to the DSM-5, Dory has an unspecified major neurocognitive disorder. This This kind of disorder is diagnosed by a substantial impairment in cognitive performance, requiring assistance with complex instrumental activities of daily living,
Get to him. Now give me your tag.
But Hank, I can't go in the pipes alone. I'll forget where I'm going.
Not my problem. Tag.
a decline in learning or memory,
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Also, the cognitive deficits cannot occur exclusively in the context of delirium, which in Dory's case, they don't. Dory's condition is actually very similar to anterograde amnesia. Furthermore, according to the DSM-5, Dory does, in fact, have ADHD. This is diagnosed when one often has difficulty sustaining attention in tasks,
It's so pretty.
often does not follow through on instructions,
All of us. I mean,
Dory,
cut it out!
Ow!
Are you okay?
often has difficulty organizing tasks and activities, and finally, often loses things necessary for tasks and is forgetful in daily activities. Although Dory does encounter many difficulties because of her disorders, she has strengths that make tracking Nemo a success.
We can look together.
I'm Dory.
I'm Nemo.
Nemo?
Another one of Dory's strengths is her ability to speak whale. This helped her talk to a whale that brought her and Marlin to Sydney, where Nemo is being kept.
Dory. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you sure?
Also, Dory possesses the ability to read human English, which allows her to read and somehow remember the address where Nemo was being kept.
Shine. Sydney. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Throughout the film, I'd say Dory can function in their fish society at about 60% of a normal fish. She can focus when she has others around her to help, but has a very difficult time when she's alone.
Everybody swim down! Swim down, okay?
Now for treatments. ADHD is common and treatable through therapy and certain kinds of drugs. Adderall, for example, improves impulsive behavior and attention span. Memory loss can often be treated or reversed through a couple methods like ADHD. Nutritional supplements can be of aid, and therapy can help too. Also, when the neurocognitive disease is determined specifically, specific medicines can be prescribed. In the movie, because Dory is a fish that lives in the sea, no medicines are readily available to treat her. However, because the fish in the movie have many human tendencies, the odds of there being some kind of underwater therapy group are high. For example, the sharks have a very Alcoholics Anonymous meeting about eating fish.
Let us all say the pledge. I am a nice shark, not a mindless eating machine. If I am to change this image, I must first change myself. Fish are friends, not food.
Except stinking dolphins.
Even with her disorders, Dory has a good prognosis and will keep living happily. Dory's symptoms never seem to worsen since childhood, so it seems unlikely that they will get worse now. Typically, life with her disorders would be very tough for Dory, but Marlin's accepting her into his family eases the burden. He always helps her recover memories and stay focused. Overall, her major neurocognitive disorder and ADHD are a small impediment as long as Marlin or Nemo is there. Obviously, Finding Nemo is very embellished on the topic of marine biology, but actually manages to embody Dory's neurocognitive disorder and ADHD very well. Dory can remember her identity, but can't form new memories, which is accurate. She can temporarily remember things if she repeats them to herself, but forgets when she gets distracted. Also accurate. The movie never amplifies Dory's symptoms to extreme levels, making them very realistic. Tons of people swarm to watch Finding Nemo. but very few probably understood psychology. Some people found Dory's disorder offensive and mocking, but most people believe the movie gives hope to those who suffer from the same symptoms. The movie's portrayal of ADHD, neurocognitive disorders, and amnesia overall are helpful because they prove to those who bear these disorders that they can solve problems and live successful lives.